IBM is eliminating your right to own software. Not slowly, not eventually, right now. In May 2024, they withdrew perpetual licenses for Power 5 and Power 10 tiers. In January 2026, they killed Perpetual for Power 20 and Power 30. And with Power 11 hardware, launched July 2025, every single IBM I license is subscription only. No exceptions. This isn't speculation. This is IBM's published roadmap, and it affects every company running IBM software. I'm Shubh, the license nerd, and this is the series finale. 10 videos. Everything you need to know about IBM licensing. And this one might be the most important because it's about what's coming next. Let me show you the math IBM doesn't want you to calculate. A company paying $2 million per year in perpetual IBM licenses with $400,000 support. Total $2.4 million per year. Predictable. Fixed. Under subscription, $3.2 million per year. With embedded 3 to 5% annual increases. Year 5, $3.8 million. Year 10, $4.7 million. Over a decade, subscription costs $8.3 million more than perpetual. That's not a licensing change. That's a wealth transfer from your company to IBM. IBM's subscription strategy has 3 phases. Phase 1, already complete. Withdraw perpetual licenses for new hardware platforms. You literally cannot buy perpetual for Power 11. Phase 2, happening now. Make perpetual licenses increasingly expensive to maintain. Support costs rising 5 to 8% annually while subscription includes support. Phase 3, coming 2027 to 2028. Withdraw perpetual licensing for remaining IBM software products entirely. The pattern is clear. IBM I was the test case. Middleware is next. Then everything. If you're still on perpetual licenses today, you're in the last window to lock in your position before IBM forces the conversion. Now let's talk about the container revolution and why it changes everything about IBM licensing. Traditional IBM licensing, PVU metric, measured by ILMT, quarterly reports. Container licensing, VPC metric, measured by IBM License Service, continuous monitoring. These are completely different systems, different tools, different metrics, different compliance requirements. And IBM is pushing every customer toward containers through cloud packs. The problem? Container licensing is based on peak concurrent cores. Not average. Not allocated. Peak. If your Kubernetes cluster autoscales from 8 cores to 64 cores during a traffic spike for even 5 minutes, you need entitlements for 64 cores for that entire measurement period. IBM watsonx is the future of IBM's business. And its licensing model is unlike anything IBM has done before. Token-based consumption pricing. You pay per token processed. The standard plan starts at $1,050 per month. But that's just the entry point. Different model classes have different multipliers. Class 5 tokens cost $0.000265 each. Class 7 tokens cost $0.01696 each. That's a 64 times difference between model classes. A workload that costs $500 per month on a basic model could cost $32,000 per month on a premium model. And here's what makes this dangerous. AI workloads are unpredictable. You don't know how many tokens your application will consume until it's running in production. IBM is betting their entire future on this unpredictability. The triple licensing nightmare is coming. Today, most IBM customers deal with 1 or 2 licensing models. But by 2027, enterprises will face 3 simultaneous models. Model 1, traditional PVU and RVU for on-premises middleware, measured by ILMT. Model 2, VPC for containers and cloud packs, measured by IBM License Service. Model 3, token-based consumption for AI and watsonx services. 3 different metrics, 3 different measurement tools, 3 different compliance frameworks. And IBM will audit all 3. A single IBM product like DB2 could span all 3 models depending on where it's deployed. On-premises DB2, PVU. Containerized DB2, VPC. DB2 with watsonx AI queries, tokens. Same product, 3 licensing models, 3 compliance risks. IBM's new bundling strategy increases your spending while appearing to save money. Power 11 introduced P20 Standard and P30 Enterprise bundles, including BRMS, Power HA, Power SC, DB2 Mirror. Sounds great? Here's the trap. Bundles are subscription only. Once adopted, you're locked in. Price increases annually. Can't unbundle later. Can't revert to Perpetual. Stop paying? Lose access to everything. IBM is using bundling as the gateway drug to subscription dependency. Compliance tool fragmentation is coming. Today, ILMT handles most compliance. Tomorrow, ILMT for traditional software, license service for containers, license service reporter for multi-cluster, plus watsonx consumption tracking. Each with its own 90-day rules and quarterly reporting. Miss any tool for any workload type? Full capacity default. And IBM is now using AI to analyze deployment patterns and identify gaps before they even send the audit letter. Kubernetes licensing is accelerating. IBM's April 2026 container deep dive confirmed. Licensing is core-based at peak concurrent deployed cores. Not requested. Not limits. Deployed. Every pod counts toward your peak. Horizontal auto-scaling? Every replica counts. Rolling deployments with overlap? Both count simultaneously. 10 pods scaling to 30 at peak. 4 cores each? That's 120 cores. Even if it lasted 5 minutes. IBM measures the high watermark, not the average. IBM's third-party support alternative is growing rapidly, and IBM is terrified. Companies like Origina, Spinnaker, and others now offer IBM software support at 50 to 70% less than IBM's prices. They support perpetual licenses indefinitely, even after IBM withdraws official support. This is IBM's nightmare scenario. Customers keeping perpetual licenses, dropping IBM support, and paying a third party for maintenance. It breaks the subscription conversion pipeline entirely. IBM's response? Making perpetual licenses harder to maintain, restricting access to fixes, tightening contract language around support requirements. The battle between IBM and third-party supporters will define the next 5 years of IBM licensing strategy. The open-source exit strategy is IBM's biggest fear. Every IBM middleware product has an open-source equivalent. IBM MQ, RabbitMQ, or Apache Kafka. IBM DB2, PostgreSQL. IBM WebSphere, Apache Tomcat or Red Hat JBoss. IBM DataStage, Apache Spark. Here's the irony. IBM owns Red Hat. Red Hat products compete directly with IBM's proprietary middleware. Companies are increasingly migrating from expensive IBM middleware to open-source alternatives, eliminating IBM licensing entirely. IBM's response is to make migration harder through proprietary features, data format lock-in, and contractual restrictions. But the trend is unstoppable. Every year, more companies complete the migration. Here's my prediction for IBM licensing by 2028. Perpetual licenses will be completely unavailable for new purchases across all IBM software. Subscription will be the only option with mandatory 3-year minimum terms. Container licensing will dominate with VPC as the primary metric. AI and watsonx licensing will add a consumption layer on top of base subscriptions. ILMT will be deprecated in favor of IBM license service for all deployment types. Annual price increases of 5 to 8% will be contractually embedded. And IBM's audit program will be AI-powered, using telemetry data from license service to automatically detect compliance gaps. The companies that prepare now will save millions. Those that wait will be trapped. Your 5-year IBM licensing survival strategy. Step 1. Audit your current perpetual licenses immediately. Document everything you own. These are assets that will become increasingly valuable as IBM withdraws perpetual availability. Step 2. Resist subscription conversion pressure. IBM sales teams are incentivized to convert you. Every perpetual license you keep is money IBM can't extract annually. Step 3. Evaluate third-party support for products where you want to maintain perpetual without IBM's price increases. Step 4. Begin open-source migration planning for non-critical IBM workloads. Every product you migrate off IBM is permanent cost elimination. Step 5. For products you must keep on IBM, negotiate aggressively before converting. Lock in price caps. Demand multi-year rate freezes. Negotiate volume discounts. Get termination flexibility in writing. Step 6. Implement container governance now. Set hard resource limits on all IBM workloads in Kubernetes. Deploy IBM license service proactively. Monitor peak usage continuously. Step 7. Build an IBM Licensing Center of Excellence. One team that understands PVU, VPC, tokens, ILMT, license service, and audit defense. This team will save your company more money than almost any other function in IT. The companies that treat IBM licensing as a strategic discipline will thrive. Those that ignore it will hemorrhage millions. Let me give you the complete picture of what we've covered in this 10-video masterclass. Video 1. IBM's 30,000 product licensing maze and the fundamental metrics. Video 2. PVU deep dive and the full capacity versus subcapacity trap. Video 3. Cloud Paks, VPC, and the container licensing revolution. Video 4. How to survive an IBM audit and the $265 million IRS case. Video 5. 10 strategies that saved one company $8.8 million per year. Video 6. ILMT mastery and the 7 silent traps. Video 7. Passport advantage secrets and the all-or-nothing support rule. Video 8. The 10 most expensive IBM licensing mistakes with real case studies. Video 9. Cloud licensing across AWS, Azure, and GCP. And Video 10. This video. The future of IBM licensing and your survival strategy. If you've watched all 10 videos, you now have more IBM licensing knowledge than 99% of IT professionals on the planet. You understand metrics that IBM's own sales teams get wrong. You know audit defense strategies that save companies millions. You can identify traps that IBM designed to be invisible. This knowledge is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars in avoided compliance penalties and optimized licensing costs. But knowledge without action is worthless. Take what you've learned. Implement the checklists. Build the frameworks. Share this series with your colleagues, your CIO, your procurement team, because IBM is counting on your organization staying ignorant. Don't let them win. I'm Shubh, the license nerd. 10 videos. Over 2 hours of content. Every IBM licensing secret exposed. If this series helped you, subscribe and share it with everyone in your IT organization. Drop a comment telling me which video saved you the most money. And if you want me to cover other vendors, Microsoft, Oracle, SAP, let me know in the comments. The licensing game is rigged against you, but now you know how to play it and win. Thank you for watching the entire IBM Licensing Masterclass. Now go protect your company.